That's where we're going with this story. Yoda, where you at? Come here.
Thank you guys. Blues Fighters, thank you.
Thank you, Willie. Thank you. Come up here, Yoda. I want you guys to meet this man. Not just see him, I want you to meet him. This is Yoda. This is the booze fighter that's in the news that you keep seeing all friendly with them Cossacks. That's why I want y'all to see him. I'm proud of him. This man is a medic. This man was taking care of everybody. He didn't care what you looked like, what you wore, what you did. He took an oath. I'd be proud to have him there with me anytime, any place. Congratulations. Thank you for what you did. And we need more like you. Now that's called giving till it hurts. Thank you, Willie. Thank you. That's called giving till it hurts. If it hurts now, stick around a minute. Louis Knobs, speaking of money. Come here, Louis. This man fights for everybody. He gets in prisons in places that we can't get nobody else in there to speak to brothers and sisters. When you're in jail, this will be one of your best friends because he can get in just about any jail out there. He will come in. You're going to listen to a little sermon about God. That won't hurt some of you guys. You probably didn't get enough of it when you was young. And those that got too much, use some of it.
Actually, and that unit down here was kind of tough. It was a battle to get in there. I just didn't get in there. And I still have some other brothers like Frank who are trying to get in there, and they're doing all they can to not allow that to happen. But they lost their battle with me because I know where to go to get in. And so it's a federal law that they can't stop, especially some little jail like that. I'm a soft-spoken guy, so my wife tells me to talk louder all the time. But and I ain't gonna say about who I am, what club I am, because what I'm doing right now with this Waco deal is through the MRT, and that's something that we started, about 5 years ago. It's a motorcycle resource team. Now, I'm going to take a lot of time, but I need to give you the whole story so you know what we're doing. Our mission statement is the purpose of an Ancon Christian Unity Motorcycle Resource Team is to provide ununified response to the needs of the biker community within their COC area region with effective and credible service, okay? And we're sticking by that now, the way we're doing this. We've been putting on a few thousand miles a week. There's really 5 of us, Frank, 1, Dwayne, Preacher, Billy, and myself. We're not all from the same club, but we're all serving the same purpose. And we all serve the same God. And so we're doing all that on our time. We ain't using anything that we're bringing in to do any of that traveling with. But we're going around and we're meeting people and places, families, to distribute. The way we're doing it is we've been just taking donations. Like last week they did a run in Houston. Red and Gold Sport Club did. They handed us $6,000 after they were done with their deal. And it's happened a few times. And what we've been doing is we use a church, Shield of Faith, is who the checks get made out to and where all the money goes. That way we're not really responsible for it. And the way it happens is they get the money, we go up there and say we want $4,000 in Walmart credit cards. Gift cards. So we turn it into gift cards, and we go around to whatever families contact us, and we give them those gift cards for whatever they need to use it for. But they got to fill out a paper because we want to keep ourselves accountable, who they are, what we gave them, so we can give it back to that church, so that church knows that we're doing the right thing with the money. And so we're keeping the whole thing accountable. You know, and that saying about, you know, we're watching every dime, well, we're watching every penny. We're making sure that every penny goes to where it's supposed to go to. And we, you know, the things that really got to me was, you know, this disabled guys contacted us. He's got a monitor on. He's got to pay a bondsman $500. He's got $350 on that monitor. You know, and he's getting $1,200 and some odd dollars a month. So you do the math. You know, what's he left with? You know, nothing. So we're helping feed guys like that, you know, and if we have to, we'll do it more than once, and we'll keep this going as long as we need to. And it's been working, and we appreciate the motorcycle community. I'm kind of like Jimmy. The Lord tells me, you know, that I gotta love everybody, but you know, there's some I just like, you know. But I do that. But we got these deals on the back table back here. Some of them were donated to us, but they're Remember Waco patches. One of them has 9 crosses on it. The other just has a motorcycle. It says Remember Waco. It's got the date. It says United We Stand. And then we got some decals also. And all the money's going to go right back into that same pot. People have donated stuff to us to go ahead and sell to raise money. And so that's been a blessing for us to be able to do that. And I could go on, but here's our newsletter. It's back there on the table. It'll tell you everything we've done to date, day by day. And before I leave, and I'm going to tell you one story. I met a couple at a Denny's in Waco. And I won't give no names, but they got 4 kids. And they come in there, and, you know, and bikers got a lot of pride, you know, and people don't want to have to ask for anything. But, you know, they were on bottom. That was it. And so I gave them some cards, some gas cards, and some food cards. And that little girl there, this was the turning point for me. She was calling Mr. Louie through the whole deal. She said, "Thank you, Mr. Louie. We're going to go to Walmart after this, and we're going to get some food." And, you know, after that, for me, that was the whole mission right there. That was it for me. I've just been going and not even asking why. Thanks for your time, man.
Thank you, Lord. That's been the heartbreak of all this. Is these little kids come up to you, "You get my daddy out? You get my mama out? Thank you. Thank you very much." Yep. We ain't done shit except what we are supposed to do. We stick together. Speaking of COC, been a lot of trash talk on COC. A lot of putting COC down on different ways on Richard Lester. What Bill Smith does for you, what they do for you. Do you know the first 4 days of this, we could not find out anything if it wasn't for COC sending lawyers in there. They've sent every penny that they've spent sending lawyers in there, going in there and talking to Paul, going in there talking to One Wire, talking to some of these others just to see if they're okay. Richard did that. He was our first responder. This would not exist without him. I would not be here for y'all without him. The Banditos would still be like they were. They changed me. They showed me that there is rights being taken away from everybody, and it takes somebody like me to get you to understand. Because not everybody can get everybody to follow. Not everybody can get everybody to listen. I have a gift. Y'all listen to me. It was meant to be, like they were meant to be. On that note, I want to bring up one that we couldn't do it in Texas without. The reason Texas is strong, large, and in charge is because of our lawyer. No matter what we ask of him, he don't say that might get me in trouble. He don't say that's going to cost me money in my gas. He don't ask me anything. He tells me, do you need it right now? And he drops whatever he's doing, and he gets there. His business, for the first week of Waco, his business fell quite a bit probably because I kept him. He didn't get away. They want to interview me, not without Bill there. They want to talk to me about something, they need a lawyer's advice, it's Bill. Bill has done everything for us. He is our biker. He is our lawyer. He is our brother. Bill.
Right on.
Thank you. Yeah, it was quite a hectic week. Still is pretty busy. You know, one thing, it's really good to look out and see this large crowd. Right after Waco, a lot of folks were saying, I don't know if I want to be involved with COC, it's trouble and everything else. But I've been to a lot of COC meetings in Texas since then, whether it's DFW, West Texas, San Antonio, whatever. And I see more enthusiasm. I see more focus. I see more energy, that y'all understand that we've been doing this, Jimmy's been doing this, the board's been doing this for many years. And while it's unfortunate it took an event like Waco to bring everyone together to really unite and to be strong and to assert their rights, at least maybe something good will come of it. And I anticipate that the COCs will get stronger, they'll get more bold, they'll get more done, we'll have more members, and we'll be a much larger force to deal with in the state of Texas. And if other states follow our lead, which they have done, that it will increase across the United States. So I applaud everyone for being here, not being scared, refusing to put down their colors. I think everyone, you need to applaud and appraise yourself. Give everyone a round of applause. And in that regard, we still have battles. For example, income, a lot of it was taken up with the Save the Patch Fund and what's going on. The Mongols were supposed to go to trial in June. It's been pushed off. They had a change of judge. So I see the tide turning. The former judge was clearly hostile to the Mongols' position, and there have been some motions filed. Finally, the judge said, I've had enough, I'll let somebody else handle this, I don't want to be accused of being partial. So they've got a new judge, a new schedule, and in light of Waco, this is extremely important. Now, there's been nothing happening in Texas to take away anyone's patches, but if there's a victory in California, we can see that it could be used in other places, and possibly even in Texas. That's why it's so important to stay strong, stay together, stay focused, high energy in order to fight the battle. On a more local level, some people have been pulled over, dogs, that sort of thing. You need to really video record your stops. It's very important. With the heightened scrutiny of anyone who wears a patch, I mean, they're looking for things. As Jimmy said, he goes through Waco on his bike, he's going to get arrested. You got to have a video recording. We've seen over the last many months what a video recording can do about changing the conversation and enforcing someone's rights. You have an absolute right, while law enforcement is in public, to record their activities. They may tell you to move back, move to the side, don't interfere. You can't interfere, but you can record. Find a spot and record, because it will only help. It won't hurt you unless you do something really stupid. But assuming that you don't, it's going to help you down the road. For example, the Supreme Court recently said that you can't delay a person on the side of the road to call a dog. If they stop you for a traffic violation, once that is ended, they can't hold you and wait for a dog. You got to record all of that. So you have a timestamp, you know what's going on, and you can enforce your rights, because more and more people wearing patches are getting stopped, harassed, and in some cases arrested over bullshit. You need to record those stops to enforce your rights. Just a couple of other issues. As you know, we hired a retired Texas Ranger to investigate. This is what we've done as AIM lawyers and COCs to get to the bottom and get to the truth. We've heard so many stories, so many lies, so much bullshit coming out of Waco that we obviously don't trust them, and we want an independent investigation. So our investigator has been working, he's been interviewing people, he's been looking at videotapes, trying to identify people in videotapes, and those sorts of things. And it's very costly, but it's well worth it, because at least we can get to the truth and at some point use it to enforce the rights of bikers in Waco for civil rights violations. As you know, most of them, the vast majority of people there, were there for the meeting and the meeting alone. They got caught up in it while they were pulling in the parking lot. There was one, I believe, a leatherneck that was sitting having lunch in Don Carlos. When the shooting started, he sat, waited for it to stop. Police came in and arrested him on the same charge as everybody else. And he was just sitting there having lunch. He was engaged in organized criminal activity. And he had a bond of $1 million. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. So we've hired the investigator. He's working. As I said, he's been interviewing people. And I also want to ask if you or anyone you know have any information, you saw anything, you witnessed anything, you heard anything that might be important, might be relevant, please let us know. Also, just so you'll know, he's going to keep everything confidential. Your name will not be released. In his final report, we've arranged it so that there will be no names in it. There will only be a number, and I'm the only one that's going to have the identity of that person. So that, he's going to know it, of course, but in his report, he will not have a master list of people he's talked to. He'll identify them in a certain way, but no one's name is going to be released. So if you have anyone that knows anything, may have heard something, let me know. I've got a link on my website. Email me your name, the name of someone, or whoever I need to talk to get permission to talk to them, because it's going to be very important. We want something as thorough as possible, and only with the help of everyone who witnessed it, saw it, know somebody, can we get to the bottom of it. Also, when you're out and about, I've got some rights cards. If you do get stopped, you can hand this to the officer or read it. It tells them about your rights, that you know your rights, and you're going to assert your rights. That's one of the things you must do. Even though you may have certain rights, if you don't assert them, you've waived them. You've given them up. So this will help you in a stop to know what your rights are and to assert them. And as I said, if you get stopped, they want to keep you, ask them if you're free to leave. If not, are you under arrest? Why are you being detained? Did you give you the ticket? Why can't I leave? So assert your rights. Lastly, when you are traveling, the AIM lawyers have this app. You can download it to your phone, iPhone, Android. Locates the closest hospital, shop, road conditions, motorcycle towing, a lot more. And we have put together this Riders' Rights and Civil Liberties book. I do not have enough for everyone, believe me. I don't even have enough for every club. They're going like crazy, and we're trying to print more. So the first clubs that come up after the meeting, each club, I'll be happy to give you a book until they run out. And obviously I'm going to try to get a bunch more and bring them to the meeting, because I think this is important and something that everyone should have available to them, even if they don't keep it in their saddlebag, have it at the clubhouse or what have you. So we're here to help you. If you have any questions, need anything, I'll be here after the meeting. Again, if you know anyone that has been involved in Waco or knows someone who's been involved, get me the information so at least we can determine if they have any information that will help us. Thank you.
Also, any of you that were involved and were there and that's out on bond, or that's shot, or that needs any help, before you go talk to any lawyers about your case, get up with Bill Smith. We're going to try to do a class action. We don't need a bunch of separate lawyers. Get up with him and let him help you. We raised $4,256 today. I think there's one or two bikers out in the crowd. I do have a 1994 FXR out there, very cherry, for $7,500. $1,000 will go to the cause. It's outside. I have nothing else. I'm gonna let Wes Brown get up here. He's got something. Him and Woody want to get up here and present something, and then we're gonna try to get this closed.
Thank you, Jimmy. I've got a couple of things. We've got a bike night, a core bike night. We meet first Thursday every month out at Brick House on 183 in Duval. We're in our second year. It's a little thing we got going on, but we did raise some money. Pastor Frank, we've got $560 raised at bike night for the fund. Betty Boop, Mary, I'm sorry, I should have called you down earlier. Well, I see people pointing, here she comes. There's a lot of stories that came out of May 17th. I've got my own. It would have been a lot different if I hadn't been held up in traffic in Belton and had gone around, come in the back way from the west side, and I was late. One of those 9 crosses on that patch, one of those 9 riders, one of us on the ground that didn't get up that day was Mohawk. On June 17th, this Texas flag flew over our state capitol. 1 month later, 1 month after May 17th. Mary, I present this to you on behalf of CORE in honor of Mohawk. Y'all heard Sergeant Barney Fife up there in Waco talk about all the gang members, shot each other. There was an independent on the ground. Mohawk on the ground, didn't get up. This certificate certifies that this flag, presented to a freedom-loving Texan by the Texas Coalition of Independent Riders, was flown at the Capitol of the sovereign state of Texas, June 17th, 2015, in honor of Mohawk. Good to see everybody out. Y'all come visit our bike night. Everybody's welcome. Brick House is not one of those places. They welcome us with open arms. Yeah, it's a core bike night, but anybody's welcome. Y'all come visit first Thursday every month. Brick House, 183 in Duval. Thank y'all.
We got some certificates we're going to give out real quick here. If y'all be patient with us.
Please.
You love Mohawk!
All right, so we did proclamations, and we got some clubs that did do proclamations. Of course, with Twin Peaks, month of May, we kind of fell behind because of that. So when I call these clubs up, you'll come up, get these certificates of appreciation. Calaveras. Kindred Riders MC. Cycle Styles. Los Caballeros. Las Ferradas. Renatus Hill Country. Renatus Capital City. We have one for COR. And this is kind of a special one. Dozer. He did the month of Waco, from Waco that month. The other thing is we do have 2 decals. One is, I am a biker, not a criminal, and Free Waco. These are $5 a piece. They're back here. All the money goes to the innocent families. Thank you.
Are we an army or what? We got our challenge coins? If we don't, let's get back there and get them. We are an army. We are a grassroots movement, the largest one in America. The U.S. Defenders and Corps. We are large. We are proud. We're going to take charge of this. And we're not going to let this keep us down. We're at a bump in the road. If we think this is the worst bump we're ever going to see, we're not Americans. Because there's a big fight ahead. This ain't shit. Look at Jade Helm. You better pay attention to your government, people. They sneaking in on us. Our Defenders program needs your help very bad back there to buy up the merchandise so we can get more patches and stuff. If you got anything, your summer sizzle tickets are out. There's all kinds of things going on that we can do to help each other. Don't forget to help yourself first. Don't give till it hurts so bad you ain't got nothing at home. Don't do that. Don't make me go home feel like I took your last dime. Don't do that, brother. Don't do that, sister. If you need a dime, if you need cash today, before I put this in the bank, come see me today. Let's don't let this shit get out of hand where we lose something. Come see me. Don't swallow your pride. We're here to help. Let's close this in a prayer.
Can I say that the fund that we have for the Christian Unity Fund that's being used to help those, to this point, we've had, today, we make our deposit, we have about $20,000 that's come in. We've spent, to this point, about $9,000. Just wanted to let you know where we're at. Let's bow our heads once again. Father, I thank you that you do care. You care about all of the things. You care about our rights. You care about our life. God, that you care about our families and you think about each one of us. Your word says that you know your thoughts toward us and they're thoughts of good and not of evil. And I pray right now as we leave this place, God, that we continue to be united in everything we talk about, everything we do. And I pray, God, that you give each one a safe ride home, a safe drive home. You help us join together again, stronger than we ever were before. I pray a special blessing upon our leadership. God, I believe they're the people that you called for this time, for this hour, for such a time as this. And I pray, God, that you just continue to lead them, encourage them, and God, provide for them too. I ask all of this in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ. And everybody said, Amen.
Dismissed.